Hey, welcome back to Mike's Italian Grand Adventure. Work has begun on my house. You can see I'm standing out here in front and the windows are open and the workers are here, and already there's been some good news and some bad news, but I'll show you that in just a minute. You can probably hear the echo. It's because I'm in an empty room. So this is the room on the third floor, the top floor. This is the finished room next to the attic. And you can see this has been completely cleaned out. So all that, there was some furniture in here, some boxes full of just sheets and towels and I don't know what else, blankets and stuff. So that's all gone. And there was a like kind of a desk here with some cabinets. But let's just take a look. Let's walk downstairs and I'm going to give you a little tour. So you can see they made a lot of progress in just one day. One day. Look at this. So all this, well, almost all of this plastic wainscoting, this crap here has been removed. So you can see that was fastened with a lot of nails. Holy shit, look at all these nails. So all these nails have to be pulled out and all this plaster repaired. But I imagine you just take a paddle, go across that. It shouldn't take too long. But yeah. All the way down. So here on this this second floor here, this is where everything was here. You know, someone was living here. So there was a big armoire right here on the right. There was a bed in here. There's a couple nightstands, a desk. All that stuff's been taken out. These cabinets were all full of like old newspapers and shoes and just junk. This one over here as well, just kind of junk there. And this whole room was full of furniture. So, you know, along the wall here and that wall was a big sectional sofa that was really ugly. Over here on this wall was a huge like entertainment center kind of with a bunch of shelves and stuff. Eventually there had been a TV on there. So yeah, everything's gone. There was like a kind of a, I don't know, small table here, like a coffee table that was really ugly. And here's a big change here. This was that room that had that kitchen in there. And actually, I just was building a kitchen today online for this space in here. So the kitchen that I'm going to use for this apartment, the rental, there's a company here in Italy that they include like the cabinets, the appliances, and everything. And actually, I'm staying at one of Paolo's apartments, and he has one of their kitchens. And it's actually pretty decent. So for the rental, I'm going to use it. It's basically 250 centimeters. What's that? 10 feet? 2.54 centimeters per inch, I think. So 100 inches? I don't know. Well, let's see. I'll get you the conversion. But it's basically this wall. So if you look just to the left of this outlet, and then almost to the corner, because this corner is not a 90-degree corner, it's a little bit more angled in, so we don't want the cabinets to hit against the wall. So it's gonna come to about here, but it's gonna have a refrigerator here, and then counters with the sink on the end, a couple of drawers, some doors, and then upper cabinets here, and a cooktop in the middle, and an oven, and it's actually really nice. In fact, here, I'll throw a little picture of the one I think I'm gonna order. And it's just over 1,000 euros, if you can believe that. So I'm sure there's some delivery charge and a little bit more, but thank God we got that old kitchen out of here. I mean, I know Paulo said we probably could have reused it, but it looked terrible. So this looks so much nicer, and it'll be a lot smaller. We didn't need that huge kitchen. So it'll be a smaller kitchen, really clean. Maybe have room, you know, off here to the left, have like a table here somewhere in front of the window, and then maybe even still have some room for, you know, maybe a little couch there, coffee table, TV on the wall back up over here. So this could be kind of like a living room, because if you remember, the living room in the middle room here, Paulo suggested using that as a bedroom so that there would be 2 bedrooms and 4 people could stay here. So whether it's 2 adults, 2 kids, 2 couples, whichever. Okay, and then here the bathroom. This bathroom is going to be completely gutted and replaced. All the tiles coming out, all the fixtures are going to be changed. New sink, new toilets, new bidet. And the shower was right here, that old nasty shower. So they ripped that out. That's great. There was a bunch of like kind of old crappy laminate shelving and stuff in here. So already the demo work is kind of moving along pretty quickly. This tile we're going to end up replacing. I know Paulo had mentioned something about painting it or an epoxy, and I told him I wasn't really confident with that solution because that stuff never has worked for me. It's going to come up, someone's going to scuff it, it's going to peel up, and then you can't fill it back in, so you try to paint over it, you can always see where it was damaged. So it just looks like crap. So I said, you know, rip this old 70s orange tile out of here and we'll put in new tile. But, you know, it's not just in this room, because it's tile here, it's tile this area in front of the bathroom, and then we're going to retile the bathroom as well. Tile, I think we'll take the tile off the walls. I don't need that. Obviously, we're going to take the tile off, but we're not going to replace it with other tile. I think just a wall will be fine. We need tile. And then this whole hallway here is that same orange tile. So we'll just tile this whole area from all the way back there, this whole hallway here, this little place in front of the bathroom, and then the kitchen, and then this will be probably a different tile in here, but you know, maybe the same, just let it all flow together, but we'll see. I think I'll probably do something different there. But, so this is the 2nd floor. This will be the rental apartment. And then as we go downstairs here, you'll see there's some more of this plastic crap, I call it wainscoting, that has been taken off. It looks like they did a pretty good job on all that. And then here you go. This is the floor that will be my apartment. So if you remember, there was a bunch of antique furniture in here that I'm hoping to use upstairs for furnishings, and it's all gone. So it's all open in here. Big, huge, empty space. So this is one of the rooms we're definitely hoping to get the exposed brick, get the plaster removed from the ceilings. And you can see this big arch up here where this kind of barrel vault meets the wall. And then up above those windows, that's going to look really cool. So if you, the place I'm staying at right now, Paulo's Rental, they leave the plaster on this vertical flat part here, or Silvio did in that room, you know, all the way around the window and then down, and on both sides of these windows. Did that too, and wow, it's a really cool feature. It's going to be a little tricky with this arch here. I don't know what they'll do here, so we'll see. I'm sure Silvio will figure it out. You know, if maybe he just cuts the plaster here and exposes the brick and up above and leaves all that white, that would actually be pretty cool. So we'll see what he says to do there. He's the master. But this is the room that's going to be my bedroom. And this was the sink that was in this bathroom down here on this floor. So I asked them to save that and put that upstairs, I think. I think it'll be a pretty cool feature. I just wanted something with a little storage, and that doesn't have any. So, and then you can see in this bathroom, this had that huge sink on the wall, so they took that off. And that's about all they've done in here. Took out some of that stuff, because all this tile's going away too. You know, originally I was thinking maybe we could save this tile, but it just, doesn't look like it's gonna work, just because look at back here in this corner. I don't know why they did this. They didn't have enough tile, so that's not even the same tile there. And there's a chance you could save some of this tile from out in the hallway here and fill it back in, but man, I don't know. And then, you know, underneath this, when we put the shower in, there's gonna be some tile that's gonna be there. So, I mean, if we could save this stuff out, I kind of wanted to, originally I was thinking of just right along this doorway, you know, cutting the tile there, pulling this tile out and putting something else here. And then maybe we could salvage some of this tile to repair what was in there, but man, it's pretty hard. If it's old tile, it's gonna break when you try to get it up. It's really hard, so I'm not sure. There's actually an old cabinet here upstairs. You could see there was another one here, because this is like a storage in here. So I asked them if possible to restore this, but you know, that's quite a bit of space in there. Maybe I don't need it. We'll see, because you can definitely hear it's hollow behind there. But they did an okay job patching it. I'm sure I can fix it up. I mean, you can see this is right here is where the patch was, the plaster they did, and it's cracking. So I don't know, maybe they can, we'll see. I'll talk to those guys about it. Maybe I don't need it. But the other big thing is the electrical is going to be updated, because the electrical is really old here. So that's going to be a huge project, because they're going to have to trench it into the plaster, literally cut trenches into the plaster and into the brick walls, and then mud them back over. So it's going to be a lot. But this is going to be my kitchen down here. This is my next one I'm going to order up or start to design. And we decided to save this sink. I mean, we could have moved the water lines and the drain over to this wall here and put the kitchen on this wall. But I think we're going to leave this. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool. It's already there. It's not too bad. So I think that'll work. We'll just leave that where it is and then not have a sink in the kitchen over here. Yeah, okay. So you guys have seen this house a bunch of times already now. So now you're getting to see a little bit more while it's got some of the demo has happened. And this is just, I think, you know, that mattress and some of the clothes that were in the dresser and all that kind of stuff. So we did, let me see, let me just turn this light on here. So I think we did decide to take these doors out, both these doors here. That one just is kind of in the way when you're going up the stairs, and it would be awfully nice when you come in this hallway in the front entrance to be able to, you know, just see that opening and just go right in there and not have this barrier. I don't really know why they needed to be there, maybe for heat or something, or in the winter, but yeah. So, an incredible amount of progress in one day. That's pretty amazing. These guys are hardworking. So, one bad news from today was that when they pulled up the vinyl in this entranceway, the tile, the floor is just completely kaput, as he said, completely shot. Yeah, so if you take a look, I mean, look at this. This is that tile, and it's just like totally degraded. There's no way to save it. So sadly, that's going to have to be replaced in here. So we'll figure out something, but we'll just do this whole area with tile. So, yeah, something else. But yeah, this whole area in here, and then we'll also go right up into the stairs here. You can see that there's a different tile in here, but we don't want to have like a threshold here. So we'll just go over the top of all this tile, and that area under that junk is also that same tile. So we'll take care of all that. And so here is, this is that entertainment center that was up there on the second floor. And it's actually, you know, pretty decent construction. It's all wood. It's not laminate. It's, well, it's particle board with, like, I guess it is a laminate over it, but it's in pretty good condition. I definitely don't want it. I said those guys could have it. I think Paolo's going to take it somewhere. These are the 2 water heaters that were hanging on the walls. We're going to be replacing both of those. They're surprisingly not very expensive. Electric water heater is like 150 euros, so under 200 euros probably. But here is the garage. This is everything they moved today. So this is a bunch of that vintage furniture. I think this is, the white stuff is probably from the kitchen upstairs. There's the refrigerator. The exhaust fan is right here. That was above the oven. Here's the oven that was up there. Door to a refrigerator. I mean, you can just see there's stuff all over the place up in here. Well, that was that one cabinet, that was that white one with like the accordion door right here. That was in one of the bathrooms. Yeah, a bunch of this is kitchen. There's that that turquoise sectional sofa over there. Some bed frames, some chairs and stuff. So yeah, these guys have made some incredible progress today. It's been really, really, really amazing. Oh, one last room. I didn't go down in the cellar. I don't think they did much down there today, but this room here, they did a little bit of work on the wall, just starting to dig into that to see what's going on. And you can see that the plaster came off the wall and it's on the floor right here. So this is like some really, you can tell like up here, it's a little bit more attached. You can hear how it's loose here. This is all going to probably come off too. So they'll have to replaster this wall and get that working, make that a little bit more sturdy for sure. But yeah, this room will be nice once they get it figured out, and we're gonna just do some leveling agent on this floor. It's a brick floor. You can maybe see it a little bit. Yeah, here you can see it a little better. It's actual brick, but it's not very level. So there's like a groove right here almost, and so we'll level this whole floor out in here, and then put some. I think we'll just do some laminate snap flooring in here because this is going to be my gym, so that'll work out really nicely. So there you go, day one. Incredible how much stuff they got done in one day. There were 3 guys here, so yeah, really, really, really interesting. So by the way, the 3 guys are from Poland. They live in Spain, but they're actually Polish. So one of the guys' name is Darek, which is short for Dariusz, which is a buddy of mine in Denver's name is Dariusz. So I was telling him, hey, I have a friend from Poland, born in Poland. He lives in the United States. His family's from this area. So yeah, we were chatting about him. Super nice guys. And then there was Adam and Martin were the 3 guys here. And they were really working out hard. So they'll be back tomorrow morning at 8. And I'll be back here to see what they have going on and kind of get some of their input. But for now, there you go. That's day 1 of demo here at the house. So take a look up here. There's a view from the front. Thanks again for following along, as always. If you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and hit the bell to get notifications when I upload a new video. If you like this content, click on the little thumbs up. Give me a like. That helps the channel out. And of course, always we have subscriptions. So if you guys want to help out, this is going to be expensive. Anything you guys feel like sharing, I appreciate. So hope things are well, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot.